What questions do we have at this juncture in the presentation? Anybody before we continue?
Mark, there's none in the Q&A right now. Guys, I would, again, if you guys have any as we go along, just please open up the Q&A at the bottom. You can create a new one and just type it in there.
Yep,
I'm looking at the comments. Sometimes people throw them in comments too, and I'm not seeing any other either.
But out there, can we query question? How many people are using the mainframe today with either web focus or focus? Is there any way we can ask questions and see the raise their hands for the response? Tim or Joe?
We can definitely do raise hands. Yes. Donald? Donald's with the University of Wyoming, I believe.
Right, so you're using the mainframe to get at data, and that mainframe is using focus and web focus, or just focus?
Do we not have? Mark, I don't know there's a way we can set him up to talk back to us.
Because, sometimes Tim, the interaction
is put it in the chat, web focus.
Web focus, yeah.
Great. So the tools that you're using is probably web focus. And in your environment, I probably believe there's other BI tools, visualization tools you're developing with, and would love to get at that mainframe data that you have already out there. So this is what the customers are looking for. Like I said, some of them love web focus like I do, but they also say we have other BI tools and we want to get at the mainframe data without moving it. I don't want to move it to SQL Server. I don't want to move it to Postgres. I don't want to move it here or there. So just remember that is now available to you with the Open Data Hub for Mainframe. And the install, literally, guys, is about maybe 20 minutes and you'll be done. It's not a 10-day install process. And especially if you already have a web focus reporting server, your systems admin can put one of these up pretty much instantly and can get everything going.
Hey, Mark, Donald mentioned again, he said, yes, quite a lot of reports run so slowly, take 1 minute to run or longer. So sounds like some performance things on their side too.
Yeah, from web focus, they mean?
Yes, I'm assuming yes.
So what we can do, Tim, is maybe have another session. And, I'm the performance guy too. So, that's all I do is work this, work that. I would love to look at that environment and see. Because as you know, when you're running things, the main thing that people look at is the big P, performance.
Yep.
Mark, if it doesn't perform well, I can't use it. I want to get, and you can use the usage monitor to see what those people are running and who's taking the hit. We can help you ascertain that. Again, what is a good time, right? And that depends, that time, on each environment and what you're trying to get at. But, I work on all the customers' performance. I'm platform agnostic, so whatever one you need, you let me know, and we could figure it out, guys. Really. What other questions we got, Tim?
That's it right now, Donald. I'll reach out to you afterwards, and then we'll see if there's a time we can get together, if that's something that's interesting to you. So that's it right now. Hopefully we'll keep them coming.
Yeah.
I see one anonymous question. Sorry. So it says, am I compromising on my report performance time if I turn the usage monitor on?
No. Okay, let me explain it. Very good question. So what does that mean? Anytime you monitor, you start to get worried. Am I going to hinder performance throughout? All we're going to do in this environment is create an RML data file and feed that into UM. And that will write the reports for what you want to use. But the answer to that is no. We have customers that actually turned on RA with 80,000 users. and took a 1% hit in performance, which is nothing, right? Because if you don't have it, you don't have the metrics and you can't tell management, other people, who's using what, what's using there, right? So yes, it's very, very important to turn it on. The hit should be negligible. And if it's not, you call me and we'll make sure it becomes negligible. What else we got, Dinesh?
Don't see anything else here, bro.
Okay.
We'll just keep
The other thing what we can do is we have a load simulator. I hope everybody's familiar with that we put into our product, and it comes with it. You could run your own simulation test to look at what performance will be. So you could say, you know, Mark, I've got 10 users or 50 users. What is the performance difference from 5 to 50? We can ascertain those numbers for you. And as well, for the mainframe, for my mainframe gurus out there, you know, on the mainframe, you're limited to real storage and virtual per address space. You can cluster these servers. That's a new feature we put in 9.2.2. So you could have 2 MBS servers up and running, and the request can be routed to one of those 2 servers.
Yep.
Right? Again, the big P, Tim, is what everybody wants, performance. So
Absolutely.
as you see, with all the tools, I can build similar reports or probably the same thing. But again, how well does it perform is the main thing everybody wants to know. And management. Like I said, you put a dashboard out or a report that runs 3 to 4 minutes, forget it. Nobody's going to want it. But there's ways around that. You can run the request deferred and go back and get it later. So there's many things we can help you with. You just tell me what you want to do, and we'll architect the perfect solution for our perfect customers like each one of you. What else?
It's quite the offer, Mark.
Yep.
Here's another one, Mark. So it says, are there any configuration of the usage monitor, pre-configuration of the usage monitor that I have to do in order to not affect report or data performance? So I guess they're asking if there's anything that you need to do with the usage monitor deployment for the report performance not to be impacted at all.
Yes. There are a number of options when you turn on Resource Analyzer. It depends what information you're looking for. If you're not looking for errors and this and that, you turn them off. The more you turn off, the faster it's going to be. But again, if people would like to see maybe, Tim, a part 2, where I have Usage Monitor running against Mainframe, and I can show you how it does its job and how it can help our customers. Again, that's not really part of Open Data Hub, but it's a feature that we provide that allows you to collect that information and then go back to management.
And Mark, one other, I think, question that kind of I thought of when they were talking about that was when you look at how this, obviously, if you're going against operational data on the mainframe, how do you kind of segregate what you're doing from an analytics perspective and going after that data to do analytics on it versus what it needs to be able to do to operate and do the normal thing? So it seems like we talk to customers, that's always an issue. We got the mainframe, we don't want people touching the mainframe because it's our operational data. How do you kind of keep that separated?
Okay, what you got to do is you got to look at what the total cost is you're spending to move this data somewhere else.
Yeah.
Right. That's a big part. How many people do you need to do that? How many different organizations in your company do you have moving that data? Is it the wrong thing? Sometimes it may be the right thing. Right. I'm not going to say it's always, pristine and the way to go. But when we go against operational data, right? Again, those VSAM files or flat files, sequential, whatever it is, and using the new code in our reporting server, we're going to push it off to those specialty engines. And I'm sure you all have them. And if you go back and say, Mark, we have, 2 zips, but we're never using them. but with our product, you will use those engines
Absolutely.
and you'll save money, and you'll also run those requests faster because the general purpose CP, like I said, it could run at, let's say, 2.8 gigahertz. Those ZAP engines in ZIP will run at 5.1.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yep. What do we have next? Should I continue on?
That's all I've got for
Yes.
today. I think we ended right at the top of the hour. Appreciate everybody's time today.
Yes. Thank you very much for
Thanks, guys.
attending.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.